So we've arrived at Baan Sakuna, and let me show you our room. So this is the entry, and you walk on through to what would be a sitting room or a TV room or lounge room, and you have a lovely seating area or laying area if that's what you prefer. And then we also have this nifty, if I figure out how to open the door, nifty little balcony. Wow. Look at this awesome view. Complete quiet aside from the workers over there, but that's okay. That's only temporary. Hi Dave.
Hello, I've just been packed meal.
Welcome to my room.
Packed meal. Your room.
What a stunning view, huh?
Well, she said, would you like the first floor or the second floor? Second floor, you get more of it.
Absolutely.
That's
balcony,
there.
balcony.
You just said that's a Mekong. Mekong
Oh,
ribbon, that's
right, yeah.
Over the other side, that's our.
How fantastic. Let's show everyone the rest of the room. Look at that frangipani tree. It's not half as brutal as our one.
I don't know if ours is very old.
Possibly.
It looks old.
Yeah.
Got more wrinkles.
It's got more wrinkles, I like that. Ah, so it's nice and cool in here now that I've switched on the aircon. So there's an aircon in the main living area, and then there's an aircon in the bedroom, which I will show you right now.
This room's huge.
So the room, yeah, the room is huge. You've got your storage, you've got your bathroom. Okay, toilet. I love a rain shower head. And I think Dave is testing the albedo for Comforto.
Well, it's alright.
Yeah?
Yeah. It's
All
not
right.
soft, it's not hard, it's
Just right.
Yeah.
Cool.
It's got a topper on it.
All right, beautiful. So our plan is to have dinner on site tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah, the lady, her name is, that runs Baan Sakuna Lodge. Baan Sakuna, it's a hotel, resort?
Resort.
Sorry, Baan Sakuna Resort.
I'm trying to find my phone.
Absolutely lovely. And yeah, so we probably later, a little bit later on, we'll go and grab ourselves a pad thai or whatever might be on that menu there. All we saw was the pad thai.
But we're not sure what's on the menu.
Yeah,
it's a pad thai or a tom yum goong, I don't care.
It's probably not an extensive menu.
No.
And that's fine. You know, we're pretty easy when it comes to food.
Well, if they live here, they've probably got mince and gai, they've got chicken, so you can probably have your protein if you need.
We have no idea what you just said.
Moo or gai.
Okay, pork or chicken.
I was trying to see if I got it out right.
Right.
It wasn't happening.
Moo and gai.
I'm
That's
thirsty,
right.
it needs some water.
All right. So, and then there's another bathroom. There's two bathrooms.
You kidding? I didn't even see. Oh, it isn't hers.
What the F? I did not even realise that until, well, that just means that when you have people over, which we won't be doing, but when you have people over, they can use this bathroom instead of going into your personal area.
I was thinking I could turn this into a bar.
Oh, you could do that. Yes, ice in the sink, and then put your beer.
She was over here.
You could do that. Yes, definitely.
Well, I can bring the fridge in.
All right, so I think we're maybe getting a little bit carried away. We're only here for 2 nights, so we are just going to chill out in Chiang Khong.
It's not far out of town. There's a 7-Eleven 3 minutes away if you need supplies.
And a Lotus's.
And a huge Lotus store.
Yeah,
that's
that's about
only 2 minutes away.
Bee's back leg hair away from that 7-Eleven.
You can walk there and back.
Yeah.
We didn't even see it.
Absolutely. But hey, we know for next time. And if I'm liking this place as much as I'm liking it now, I've got a feeling that we will be back a second time.
Well, that's what it says up here, Jude.
What do you think, Dave?
Baan Sakuna Hotel and Resort. On the picture.
Okay, yes. And we should have known that because we've just bought Dave a t-shirt for...
Yes.
Show.
Show and tell.
So Mai sells these t-shirts in a few different designs. So there's this one. It's beer o'clock somewhere, Baan Sakuna, Chiang Khong, Northern Thailand. And on the back, Baan Sakuna, Chiang Khong, Northern Thailand.
And the
lovely.
money, a lot of the money, when she sells so many t-shirts, she donates it to the Red Cross. I didn't hear the other ones, but I heard Red Cross and something for helping people that are in need. So money from these goes to helping people.
Yeah.
Which is really nice.
So yeah, displaced people and up to the Red Cross.
Yeah.
So you know, she was saying
And
that
they're not dear either compared to some of the other places we've been to. They'll charge you 500-600 baht. I think she was saying for me was
370.
350 or 370.
Yeah.
Which I wasn't
370
expecting.
for a 2XL. You know, that's not too bad. We were really pleased with that.
And it's good quality too.
Yeah.
And I said, I don't mind. Some of the money's going to charity, so I don't care. That's good.
Absolutely, absolutely. And we're in a bit of a habit, not so much a habit, but it just seems to be everywhere we go, Dave ends up getting a t-shirt. So
surprised if we go to Pie.
yeah, look, we'll see. There you go, right there. Good morning.
Morning. Nice and quiet. Apart from the rooster that's going spastic over there.
Yeah, the roosters. But it's a really nice touch of Chiang Khong.
Oh, that's looking at us. Okay, sorry.
Oh,
I've just woke up.
I've just said listen, and
Oh, I start talking.
I looked across at you, and you've got this pained look on your face.
Sorry.
What's wrong with him? Is he having a fit?
No. It's cold.
So let's get back to that whole listening thing. Listen to the quiet of Chiang Khong.
Yeah, no.
But other than that, it is very quiet. Check this out. We've decided to get up very early. It's actually 6:30 this morning.
I've been up for about an hour, but it's too dark.
And the internet tells me that the sunrise is at 6:41, so in 11 minutes, thereabout.
You're not going to see much. But
Well, see,
down this side.
as you know, the sunrise is in the east, and we're not facing east.
No.
The sunrise. Oh, Jesus! I almost dropped you. The sun rises. go over. And it's Gopi. Gopi.
Okay.
Gopi almost fell, but he's fine now. So this is just the usual crap that you'll see on our channel, because there is nothing that's scripted. It's just nothing flows. We're just natural. We're just Judy and Dave. We'll never change. So over there, you can just see the sun beginning to.
Yeah.
Well, you can see the lovely reddish hues coming through above the mountain tops there, between the clouds. It's so peaceful and beautiful. I swear I'm going to do one of these meditation videos one day and just softly say the meditations and show these beautiful vistas. I mean, seriously, look at that view. Very slowly I'll turn you around.
I feel like a listen.
You can hear something like music. And back to us. Well, back to me, because David's decided to stand up at the balcony. Alright, now we've got some very important things to discuss, i.e. budgets and so forth. So we thought we'd do this video as a little bit of an update. We did our budget back in, when was it? I think it was, well, last year sometime. So if you have a look at our past videos, you'll probably find that we've done a budget, but that budget slightly changed because since then, as you know, we've purchased a vehicle, and with vehicles come expenses. So if you have a look at that video and add to it, okay, the actual purchase of the vehicle, set that aside because that doesn't go in the budget, but it's the running costs. So we don't often use the car, do we? We use the bike more.
We use the bike more, but it's a bit awkward for the bike and long distance. I'll do it myself, but the two up on it's a bit different. So the long distance we use the car.
Yeah, so to come to Chiang Khong, we've used the car. But I've noticed that in that run, I've had to put fuel in it twice. And when I say I've had to, Dave and I have decided that the car is my expense and the bike is Dave's expense. But since we use the bike a little more often, obviously I contribute toward that.
But the fuel you put in, by the time we get back, it's going to be a little bit lower than what it was when we left. So there's going to be plenty of fuel in the car anyway for next time.
Yeah. So this is basically what we're looking for, is just to be able to, you know, keep it topped up to a point where we don't have to worry about topping it back up. Not that it's a worry or a concern in any way, but we just want to, you know, let you guys know that that's the type of thing to expect. Now, from the very beginning, so if you're renting a place, you really should be looking at, maybe if you're in Chiang Mai, you really should be looking for a place that is maybe within, outside of the second ring road or the third ring road. The rent is cheaper and you could possibly get yourself a muban or a house in a muban, or if your preference is a townhouse, you could also get a townhouse for a very good price. So we have a friend that has a lovely big 2-story townhouse for 11,000 Thai baht a month, and for our house we're paying 14,000 Thai baht a month. So when you work that out, and I will put the prices down the bottom to equate to Aussie dollars, but yeah, when you equate that, for us it's about 640 Aussie dollars a month to rent a house. So that enables you to do a lot of things, obviously, because that frees up a lot of cash. What's our next expense, Dave? Would be probably shopping. No, electricity. Electricity per month. It really depends on how often you use your air conditioner.
At the moment, you don't really have to run them.
Yeah, right now. So basically from the end of November, maybe beginning of December, through to the middle of maybe even the end of February, you don't need your aircon. You can just have a fan that's circulating air in your bedroom while you sleep.
If it's a bit warm, a lot of people just turn it on for a while, take the heat out and then just have a fan and go to sleep. We leave our windows open, but we have the blinds covered up, so
yeah,
the light coming
absolutely.
in. It's not very noisy. Where we are, it's pretty quiet because you're out of town and it's a neighbourhood. There's not many partying or noise going. Like if you're in a condo, you've got people above you, beside you, coming and going all hours of the night. We're in a house, or a townhouse, it's not too bad.
Yeah, so when we're looking back at the electricity price, so it could be anywhere from 1,800 to beyond 2,000, 3,000. The sky's the limit where that's concerned, because, yeah, like Dave said, it depends on how often you have your air conditioner on. The next expense will be shopping and eating. So we originally did combine those two into one, but we've separated them in our spreadsheet now. Our shopping, we do that once a week, and we probably spend about 1,000 baht, maybe 1,500 baht. Most of the time 1,500.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, well, that's for supplies to keep in the house.
Yeah, food and supplies for the house. So we're talking, you know, also things like shampoos, conditioners, that type of thing. That
We don't worry about water much because the house has got its own filtration water system, so we don't have to buy water. But you still, there's another cost there too.
Yeah,
Changing
yeah,
the
absolutely.
filters
That's something that we don't have on our budget, is the cost of water. So you would have to buy your drinking water, and obviously the water that comes out of the tap, that's usage for showers and dishes and all the rest of it, and watering the garden if you have one. Our next expense would be entertaining, eating out. So we have worked ours out to about 50 Australian dollars a month. A week.
Where are you living?
50 Australian dollars a week. I don't know where my brain went.
Depends if you smoke, drink. Judy doesn't drink, I do, so that doesn't really come out of the budget. That comes out of my pockets as separate.
Mm.
So
Maybe even 100. Sometimes I'm like, you know, if we go out.
depends if you want to spoil yourselves. You can live really cheap or go full
Yeah.
Western. So
Yeah. So you can be anywhere from probably 1,500 baht to maybe 3,000, 4,000 beyond. So it all depends on what you want to do and how you want to spend your money. If you want to be here longer, you will be a little bit more frugal with what you do and how you do it. I mean, like currently, Dave and I are in Chiang Khong. We've decided to do this road trip. Okay, that increases our fuel bill, and that also adds an extra expense with accommodation. But the accommodation here, we are actually staying at the Baan Sakuna Hotel.
really nice.
It's really nice. I mean, we've already done. You've seen our room. It's massive, and you know that it's all for 1,700 and
I didn't see it.
1,750 baht. So,
Oh, there is smaller ones and less cost.
oh yeah, there are smaller ones, but you know, whenever we stay somewhere, Dave's of the belief that we need to have a balcony, and we need to have a damn good view. We need to have a nice, comfy area, and both of us snore. So keeping that in mind, we like to have
The option of another bed.
yes, not just the bedroom. So a studio apartment or a studio suite would not do us. We would need to have a separate location for the other person to go into if said first person was snoring quite loudly. So we've managed to keep our marriage together
Smile,
by
Dave.
doing that. I'm just concerned about these mosquitoes.
I haven't had one yet.
Just worried that they might start chomping on my legs.
Nothing yet.
Next expense is personal items, as in massages. Dave and I like to have a massage maybe once a week. You know, a foot massage, it might be a back massage. It all depends on what is ailing you at the time. And we found this wonderful massage place just down the road from us. We're not going to tell you what the name of that is because we've done that in the past and we haven't been able to get in there because all of a sudden they've just become way too busy. Wonder why. So some things we will just have to keep a secret. So if you really truly want to know, you could always message us.
You got servicing on the vehicles and licensing.
Yeah, tell about that.
Yeah, it's like in the UK, you've got to do MOT every year for car or bikes over a certain age. So that's a little bit extra cost. So it's over 5 years for a bike, over 7 years for a car. You've got to take it through them. I can't remember, I can't remember the pricing, but that one's once a year. Servicing the bike I do more often because when it gets hot here, you service it more or you get a good chance on it's going to fail. But the car's not as bad, I still try and keep it to the same if it says 10,000 or 1 year, I do it that. But that's a few thousand baht. I don't know, that one's probably about 5,000, but I haven't had the car done yet, but the bike, I've done that. To do a full service is 1,500. Oh no, it was 1,300, sorry, that was gearbox, motor, the whole lot, brakes check, fluids, I do that once probably every one year, every 2 years, well, probably one every year at the moment, but it's only because it's a bit anal, but keeping it up to scratch, because the last thing I want to be is 3 hours out of town, somewhere it goes pop and stops.
Dave's just a little bit anal retentive when
I've always
it
been like that
comes
when it
to
comes to
vehicles.
mechanical.
It's always been like that. In the past it's been change the oil after 5,000 k's.
It says 15, but I do every 5, but our cars were not standard cars.
No.
Performance cars.
Anyway, we don't have those cars anymore, and let's not talk about them for much longer, because it upsets me that we sold them. The only two regrets I have.
You've got your visa, which is every year.
Yes, the visa is every year. If it depends on what kind of visa you're on. If you're on a retirement visa, it's a particular amount, so this will all depend on what kind of visa you're on. So if you have any extra questions about the visa and what our fees are on a yearly basis, we'll let you know. But then again, you've got your TM30, so you need to have a TM30 every time you purchase something, every time you
when you want to get your driver's license
want to renew your license. Yeah, all of those things. So every time you get a TM30, it costs you, what was it?
500.
1,500.
But we get someone to do it for us, because it was a pain in the butt the first time I tried to do it, so it was 500. But I think they've put the prices up now. I can't remember 100%.
Okay, I thought it was more than that.
That was a rush one I had to do, because
when Sammy was away,
I had to rush off to a visa agent to get one done.
Was more.
Yeah, it was 1,500. I got wrecked for that one, but I needed it. I made a mistake. So they rushed it through for me. But if you play your cards, I do it the right way, it's heaps cheaper. Then you've got the 90-day, which is free until you go to do it and they say you don't live in that house anymore. You got to rush to do that.
And tell why?
Because wherever you stay, they've got to report you to immigration that you're staying in that place. It's like we're over in Chiang Khong, they've got to report that we're here. We were in Phuket seeing a family, so they reported we're down there, and immigration said, no, they're in Phuket, they live down there now. No, we don't.
When we did our 90-day, when we went to do our 90-day after we visited with family in Phuket, we were basically told, no, the address that you've supplied is not correct. We've got one that's in Phuket. Provide that one.
Yeah.
And we were like, oh crap. Okay.
Oh, sorry, we had to get the landlord to please put another one in saying we're living here again.
Yeah,
and it was really nice of it.
Yeah, the landlord has to do a TM30 to report any foreigners or aliens, because we're aliens, that are living in the country. And I think it's basically just...
By law, some people don't do it and they'll get caught. But,
Oh yeah, a lot of people get caught. It's basically one of the government things where the government just needs to know where you are, at all times.
Trust issues.
At all times, massive trust issues.
We're on a retirement visa. We're here for 1 year. They know we're here, but now we've got to make sure exactly where you're going.
I know. Yeah, it's irritating, but it's what you have to do.
Unless you've got a tent and you just go and hide in the bush when you go on holidays. Yeah.
Oh look, there was a case just a few days ago where a Finnish man had been deported after 3,800
10,000. There's over 10,000. Is that no? Is it 3,000?
No, it was 3,800 days.
It was 10 years. It's a lot. That's like crazy.
Yeah, something remarkable like that. So he's been walking around.
And if one person can do it, how many others can do it?
Yeah, exactly. And then there was also another gentleman that had hurt himself, and he didn't have any money to get that fixed.
He didn't have a visa,
they had to send him back to his country. I'm not sure which country it was, but they had to send him back to his country. He didn't have a passport. So let's just figure that one out. If he had, I don't know, maybe 5 years left on his passport, he would have been here for 5 years. If he had a brand new passport, he would have been here for 10 years.
At least 9.
Maybe he had only a year left on his passport. Who knows? And he's overstayed and not renewed his
Well,
passport.
that's-
Why the hell wouldn't you renew your passport? What
This
an
is
idiot!
getting off the budget thing.
Yeah, it is. It is.
We're waffling crap again.
But that's what we do. That's what we do. All right. So
There is more things on the budget, but I don't know. They're the main things.
Yeah. So
Insurance on your vehicles, that's another thing you've got to do every year if you keep your insurance up, because you never know what's going to happen here. Make sure you've got top cover for your vehicles and yourself on your vehicles.
absolutely. And so, in conclusion, because Dave drinks, I don't. Didn't I? A little bit. I drink a little bit. Yeah. As
If you
you
see her
guys-
smiling a lot, she's had one drink.
Okay, so not now.
No,
Now,
coffee.
Now it's coffee.
And more coffee.
Yeah, so our budget on a monthly basis now, it's increased a little bit because of the car and other things. So we're sitting between 35 and 40,000 baht a month for the two of us.
But it's just like some months change, like what I was saying, insurance, which is the bike's about 5,000 a year, the car was 8,500, I think. So that month the budget
Yeah.
goes up a bit, but if you separate it over the whole 12 months, we'll work it out that way.
Yeah, and also, sorry, I didn't touch on the medications thing as well.
Yeah.
All depends on what kind of medications you're on. You need to buy your medications. I get mine from Medisave in Bangkok. Bangkok delivers directly to my door in Chiang Mai.
Mm,
They give you an exact window in which to expect your
which
medication.
is very good. Excellent.
One of my medications is refrigerated, so it needs to remain refrigerated. So they need to give you that time window. And I won't pay before it actually arrives, so you get the choice of either paying, just before they send it. So about a week before they send it to you, they'll send you an invoice showing you what's on there. So that gives you a chance to check that invoice to see if it's correct. They might have two of one thing and one of another when it's supposed to be something else. Like I had that issue just a couple of months ago. And neither one of us noticed it. I ended up having to pay more. It was kind of like, oh well, it was an oversight. Really, no one was to blame. But yeah, so they deliver directly to our door. They give you a time window between. Sorry, let me just go back to where I was at. They send you an invoice. I do that a lot. They send you an invoice. You say yes, okay, perfect, send or confirm or whatever it is. This is all via Facebook Messenger, and you can do it on the line ID if you wish. I prefer Messenger. I can hear that a whole lot better than line. You then confirm. You confirm your purchase. Then a week later, they send you another thing saying that they will be in Chiang Mai or in your area on whatever date. You're aware of the date that they'll be there from the very
It's just
beginning.
the times when they turn up, and
Yeah.
they basically say, I'm going to be here between 9 and 10, depending
So
on traffic. So,
that
and
gets-
they're always on time.
So that gets text messaged to me, so I can hear it nice and loudly, and it also gets messengered to me. So, then I know that it's either between 8 and 9 or 8:30 and 9:30, anywhere between 8 and 10 o'clock. It's always first thing in the morning anyway. So that's all done and dusted for another month or 2 months or however long that medication lasts you for. They're very, very competitive, and the delivery, I don't even think you pay for delivery. It never has had a delivery
It must be in the
charge
costing.
on my bill. It can't be in the costing because I've costed my medications with people locally, and it's been more. So not quite sure on that
And for
one.
my medication, I can just walk straight into a pharmacist down the road, which we've got a good one close to us, and just buy it straight over the counter, where in Australia, I've got to go to see a doctor, pay to see the doctor to tell him to give me a script so that I can go and get charged more to go and buy it. Which
That's
is
the annoying part.
Sometimes
But-
it's very strange that. Yeah.
But it also stops people from self-medicating, because
Yeah.
you could say anything. You could say, can you send me blah blah. They'll send it to you, and you can self-medicate, and
Yeah,
you could die
that's
from
true.
that. And then whose fault is that? That's yours.
You still go to the
So-
doctors when you get a blood test now anyway to get checked.
Yeah. So the Australian government have got it right, but they're just making sure that the idiots of the world don't kill themselves.
There's a lot of special ones there.
What else? I can't think of anything else unless you can.
We do the internet, that's another thing, that's every month.
Oh yeah, internet and HBO, which is now Max apparently. We still have to look into that one.
Depends on what
because we don't
speed you
use
want. So it can fluctuate from, say, 400 baht a month up to 1,000 baht a month, depending what you want. And that's still, we don't pay the top one, but our speeds are super fast compared to Australia, and for the price. A quarter of the price.
Super fast.
And we've never really had, but we've had one issue in the time we've been here, and they fix it within 24 hours.
Yeah.
So that's, I'd say that's if you're paying for a high speed, somewhere between 500 to 800 baht a month, where you get lower.
And since we were here for the sunrise, hang on 2
Have we
seconds.
got one? That's way over there.
It is way over there.
Yes, we
You
were
really
told
can't
there's east.
see much.
We're
But-
facing north.
Yeah. Yeah. Can't be helped.
Thanks, one on the roof.
No big deal.
And if you want to get crown style dentistry work done, come here and get it done. It is so cheap.
Absolutely.
What I'm paying for one crown is less than what my friend basically was getting for a tooth remove and x-ray. I'm getting everything done. It is so cheap. It's about a quarter of the price back at home. And you can shop around for dentists and who you want to go and see, but most of them are very good. I've got one that speaks very good English, and I'm all booked in to start getting that done next week.
Yeah.
So
it's gotta
then,
get
if you're going to
screwed
get
on.
teeth done, that's cheap here. So you've got to put that in the budget if you want to get a check. That's only a couple $100 for a check.
Yeah.
Nothing. I had an x-ray done to see how my tooth's going. They didn't even charge me for it. Where back in Australia, I'll give you 10 x-rays and we're going to charge you $30 an x-ray.
All right. I'm just having a little bit of a look because I do have the monthly budget on my phone.
Don't ask me off it yet.
So we covered electricity, we covered water bill, we covered internet, we covered the 3-month check-in. Oh, we use our visa agent to do our 3-month check-in, and if you do that, it costs us 500 baht each.
Because we
So,
forget.
We do forget. 3
I
months
got it
goes
on a
past
board
so
and I
fast.
still think, I'll get a call. Are you going to put it in? Oh no, forgot. I tried to do
Yeah,
it online and they said, no, you don't live there.
We get a
Great.
message. We get a message saying, "Hey guys, are you going to do your 90-day check-in yourselves this time around?" And we're like, oh, 90 day, shit. We both look at each other horrified. "No, Sammy, can you please do it?" And she says, "No problem." So yeah, she does it, and then 1,000 baht later,
That's for two.
for 2, she sends it through to us.
This works out about
We
just over
print it.
$20 Australian each.
Yeah, we print
So-
it, attach it to our passport. No hassle, no fuss, no worries.
She can
okay.
fix everything like this. They fixed up what was wrong with our last one.
So yeah, basically I've got food shopping, evenings out, personal care, my medication, Dave's medication, Abby, if you have a cat.
A pet. Doesn't just to be a cat.
If you have a pet, okay, pets will cost you, obviously, because you'll have the vet checks. We have 6 monthly vet checks because Abby's hypothyroid. You won't have to if you've got a dog or a cat, or if you decide to adopt one here. Yearly checks, yearly
Trimming.
injections.
Injections.
Yearly
I thought,
injections.
okay, what are we doing here? That's a blinker on a bike. Click, click, click.
Abby has a haircut twice a year, and all of those are expenses. Just for her food alone, though, God,
She eats too much, more
she's
than
like
me.
$20 a month. Seriously, she wouldn't cost us any more than 600. Oh no,
But
it's
we
about 40
did
bucks.
shop
I'd say-
around for
I'd say
different
about
areas.
40 or $50 a month,
Oh.
because yeah, when the 3 boxes last us 2 weeks. Yeah, so twice 600, 1200. just on food, and then
Which
we
is
get.
just over $50
Yeah.
Australian.
And then for the cat people, if you want a good cat biscuit, Optimum one is available here, and
Depends on your animal, Jude. All
That-
cats and dogs are different and fussy.
that's the one that's available here, and that's the one that I recommend because cats seem to like that, and it's got body in it. It's not full of crap like most of the other biscuits on the shelf. You'll have a look on the shelf, and most of those will have additives and fats and just crap salt that your cat doesn't need. So all of that aside, like I said, it works out between 35 and 40, or 30 and 40 really, thousand baht a month, and we'll put that amount down in the bottom of the screen. And now Dave and I are going to plan what we're going to do for the rest of the day. Hey Dave.
We're going back to bed.
No, we're not going to do that. We're in Chiang
bed-
Khong and
the
we're going
bed's so
to go
comfortable.
out and about because apparently there's Chiang San further over this way, and there's a beautiful big Buddha and a lovely restaurant on top of that. So we're going to go there and we'll take you with us.
Okay.
Enough for today. Well, enough
It's
for
another
right
coffee
now.
time first.
And we will see you a little bit later in part 2. Bye-bye.
Bye.